This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
What is up, America? Good morning and greetings and welcome, friends, to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. Registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recovery, diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human body is always a healing system. It's always a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. Heal and renew itself by itself on a moment-to-moment basis. No doctors required, no pharmacists required, no drugs, no surgery, no radiation required. It is simply the way the body works. And if you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we are here for you on The Bright Side. Let us help you change your life today. Let us help you change the life of a loved one today. Give us a call at 855-660-4261. Let us show you how simple and easy restoring your body to health can be. 855-660-4261 is our number on The Bright Side. If you have a success story, we love hearing those. Or if you just want to contribute to the conversation, 855-660-4261 is our phone number today and every day on The Bright Side. If you're in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area, I would love to see you November 17th. That's a week from this coming Monday. We're going to do a free health seminar for my friend Clinton Scott. Please RSVP to Clinton at 763-221-8432 if you're interested in attending. That's this week from this coming Monday, November 17th, 5:30 p.m. at the Faith Tabernacle Gospel Fellowship International Church. We'll be talking for 90 minutes or so about the simplicity and ease of restoring your body back to health. You want to lose some diabetes, or if you have a health challenge, autoimmune disease, or you have a loved one who has a health challenge, let us show you how easy it can be to get on a good nutritional supplement program and help your body turn things around. We'll do that November 17th in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Faith Tabernacle Gospel Fellowship International Church, 2025 4th Street North in Minneapolis. Give Clinton Scott a call at 763-221-8432. Let him know you want to come by. Or you can always email him at clinton.w.scott@gmail.com. clinton.w.scott@gmail.com. If you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you hear on the program, you can head over to brightsideben.com and take a look at our shopping cart, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Monday, November 17th in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay, we're talking paracrine, on our weekly hormones. That is the substances, prostaglandins basically is what we're talking about. These substances that help the body respond to the environment. The ultimate job, the most important function, most important role of the body is to maintain a stability, to maintain a certain constancy, and this ability to pull the ups down and the downs up and the highs low and the lows high. This ability to adjust and modulate in thermostat-like fashion to control the chemistry, almost like a thermostat controls the temperature in the body. It's called homeostasis. Homeo meaning the same, stasis, homeo meaning the same as, and stasis meaning stability, keeping things at a certain stability, to keep things the same. Homeostasis meaning to keep things the same. And this stabilizing system is controlled by hormones. That's the role of hormones. What we call hormones are nothing more than chemicals that keep the body stable. They keep things at a nice even keel. Body doesn't like things to go up really high or things to drop really low. By things I mean chemical secretions or electrical energy. It likes to keep things stable. stable. It doesn't like things too hot. It doesn't like things too cold. It's like the Goldilocks principle. It likes things just so, and that's the job of hormones. Left to itself, with no input from the outside, the human body can be thought of like a closed circle that runs perfectly and pristinely, like a perfect machine, like a perpetual motion machine that will always run perfectly and with no mistakes. Left to itself. However, the body is not left to itself. It's not a closed system. There's things that get into the body. In fact, there's 9 different elements that have to be incorporated somehow into the body. Get into the body. Incorporated meaning assimilated into the body. Incorp meaning the body. Incorp in the body. There's 9 different elements that have to get assimilated into the body from the outside. You've got our senses, what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we feel, and what we smell. All of these somehow have to go into the body and get incorporated. Then there's oxygen, and then there's our mental input, nickel and copper. Think, and then there's emotional input, there's the feelings we feel, and then there's the most significant input, and that's the foods we eat. And that includes water, by the way, and other liquids. So you've got 9 different elements that get into the body. You've got things we see, things we hear, feel, taste, smell. We've got oxygen, we've got the thoughts, we've got our emotions, and then we've got food. And each one of these 9 elements, each one of these 9 inputs that get into the body, and by the way, when we say into the body, I mean into the blood. These 9 different elements that get into the blood. What we see gets into the blood. What we feel gets into the blood. What we hear, what we taste, what we hear gets into our blood ultimately. What we smell gets into our blood. Oxygen gets into our blood. Our feelings and our thoughts, these all get into our blood. And other skin conditions are likely. But how do they get into our blood? How does a vision get into our blood? If you take too much zinc, how does something that we hear or see or feel or think or taste, how does that get into the blood? Well, it gets into the blood via the action of chemicals called hormones. That's what a hormone is. A hormone is a chemical that translates a feeling into a language that cells can understand. A hormone is an element that translates food or a chemical from food into a language the cell can understand. A hormone is an element that turns oxygen into something that a cell can understand. So something gets into the body, one or more of these 9 elements, and then these elements are translated into something that the cell can understand. A cell can't understand a voice, it can't understand a smell, but it can understand a smell when it's been translated into a hormone, or it can understand a feeling or a sight when it's been translated into a hormone. Do you think this makes hormones important? You better believe it does. They're the translators. They translate the female reproductive world into a language that a cell can understand. A hormone is a chemical that translates one of these 9 elements into a chemical language that a cell can understand, and then in response, the cell, which is like a 3D printing machine, will then print selenium. So you see something, you hear something, you smell something, you eat something, you drink something, whatever, and then that sight or smell or food is translated into a hormone. That hormone can then be read by a cell or interpreted by a cell, and something will happen. That's what a hormone is. It's a translator molecule. It's a messenger molecule. It translates something from the outside world into something that the cell can understand. There's various classifications of these translation molecules or hormones. There's the ones that are made in glands and travel through blood. Those are called endocrine hormones. Those are the ones most of us know about. Insulin and thyroid hormone and cortisol and these steroid hormones, testosterone, estrogen. These are all examples of hormones that are made somewhere and then travel in the blood. Made in a gland, travel in the blood. So you'll see something, and then the gland will respond, make a hormone. That hormone will travel through the blood, and then the cells will interpret the hormone and understand what we saw, what we felt. You're absolutely right. Then there's other hormones that just get secreted into various cavities in the body or even outside the body. Those are called exocrine hormones. Some of you may have heard of something called pheromones. Pheromones are so-called hormones of sexual attraction. They're actually not just sexual attraction hormones. They attract other people in various different ways. Insects are well known for making pheromones. That's how ants will communicate to each other, by squirting little exocrine hormones outside of their body. And other ants will read these exocrine hormones and know where the sugar is or the jelly or wherever the picnic basket is, so to speak. And these don't travel through the blood because of its role in muscle building. These get secreted right through a cavity or anyone who's into a body cavity or outside the body. Then there's the ones that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. And these are very interesting hormones that come right out of a cell. Right out of a cell, and they can either do a U-turn to exploit the cell that secreted them, do something, or they'll cause a cell that's a neighboring cell to do something. These are called autocrine and paracrine hormones. The most famous ones are the prostaglandins, the ones we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. And understanding these prostaglandins is a key element to understanding inflammatory and immune diseases. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break.
Did you know every woman will layer on 14 pounds of toxins in use of cosmetics alone? Unfortunately, top brands women rely on to look their best may be hiding harsh chemicals that have been linked to cancer, organ failure, and birth defects. Longevity Minerals, an all-natural beauty line that heals your skin from the inside out. Try it today at www.morethanhighhills.com. That's www.morethanhighhills.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Mike Stenerson from Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
The experts at Web.com want to build your business a successful website for free, just like we did for these current Web.com customers.
We've used and looked at other website designers, but there's nobody better than Web.com.
Web.com can build your website in as little as 7 days free. Plus, we'll promote it on all the major search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. If after 30 days you're happy, we'll continue to provide promotion, hosting, support, and maintenance, all for one low monthly fee. If not, cancel and pay nothing.
If you're in business today and you don't have a web presence, you won't be taken seriously.
Call right now and you'll also get a free .com or .net domain name for your new website powered by VeriSign, the world's leading domain name provider.
Call 800-297-0154. That's 800-297-0154.
No upfront charge for site build, after which ongoing fees apply. Rights to site are relinquished when canceled. Domain included during active service, after which fees apply.
That's 800-297-0154.
GCN, proudly sponsored by UnseenNow.com. Find out how to stop Big Brother in his tracks at UnseenNow.com. This is GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben, our number 855-660-4261. If we've left you on hold in the past, give us a call. Tell our call screener you didn't get on. And we'll get you first up at 855-660-4261. If you're interested in joining the Brightside Ben team, if you want to start a longevity business and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program and get paid for it, now on Brightside, you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. They can give you the scoop. I personally am looking for a couple of business builders, people who understand the network marketing business or want to understand the network marketing business.